Hey y'all, so this is my New Jersey review. I don't know why I can never get it together and put it out the day after. So I apologize if it's coming out on Friday afternoon, but a ninja be tired sometimes. And you know what? Right now I'm watching it and I'm eating some lemon pepper wings. So I'm gonna pull an Alexander Rogers and multitask and eat while I'm trying to review this. But anywho, the episode opens and they're still at the shore and they're just coming off from that big fight that Jennifer and Margaret had during the day. So they're all getting ready for nighttime and they're all going to dinner. And everyone's like, okay, well, they're probably gonna get into it, but let's hope not. We see in Margaret's confessional that, she's not gonna start anything, but she will finish it. So this is a nice restaurant that they're going to. This is Italian. You know what? I live in New York and I still haven't had a really good Italian place. Now, if anybody can let me know, suggest a good Italian place in New York, put it in the comments. But anywho, I'm hungry right now. I'm sorry. So they get to the restaurant and the seating placement is a little strange. The ladies have to sit separate from the men because of COVID compliance. Not more than 8 people can sit at a table. So already, it's just going to be the ladies at the table and then men at the other. That's so awkward. They couldn't just get a private room to themselves. Damn, the producers, they getting the entire order. We're hearing drinks, appetizers, what they getting to eat. Shit. This restaurant must have put something in the contract saying, well, y'all gonna be in our restaurant fighting? Well, y'all gonna have to promote the shit out of it. I literally heard every single order that they got. So everyone's getting along so far. It's kind of boring right now. I'm guessing they laughing and joking, drinking. Joe is teasing Melissa about the prank she did on him when they were at Lake George about her flirting with another guy. I'm like, this is cute and all, but can we get to the bullshit? Child, they think we stupid. Now they zooming in on the food too. Is this a fucking infomercial or something for the restaurant? Golly. So they're all at the table giving Teresa dating advice. Now I know Dolores isn't giving anyone dating advice. Wow. Do I even have to explain why? I don't. Oh no, so we're getting the red flags and I think Jennifer said, oh, you should never let someone curse at you. And then Margaret interjects, oh, so you think Joe should leave me because I yelled at him? Now Margaret, a hit dog be hollering. You didn't have to say anything regarding that. So now the box is open now to talk about that. And it just so happens the fellas are on the same topic. Joe brings up to Margaret's husband, oh, well, yeah, the way she treats you. I'm like, are the producers at each table or something like that? Do they have earpieces in? And while Joe Gorga is the main one trying to call the husbands out on their marriage, how come no one calls him out on how he treats his wife? She's a concubine, or they're in the 1950s, she needs to be in the kitchen. The way he treats his wife or women in general is very prehistoric. So now Jennifer calls out Margaret and calls her mean for saying the comments that she said about her. And Margaret's like, well, it seems that you're fine being in the position you are as a housewife. You have no aspirations beyond that. All the other women at the table are just looking the other way. And to Jennifer's credit, if she wants to be a housewife, let her be a housewife. She has 5 badass kids. I mean, if your husband says, honey, I want you to take care of my kids, my 5 kids, while I work and pay for everything, that's her business. So Jennifer accuses Margaret of belittling moms. And Margaret is saying, I'm not belittling moms, but you really do hit below the belt sometimes. Yeah, I don't like where this conversation is going. It's getting increasingly aggressive and no one's trying to stop it. They're just like, oh, They're just looking at each other. They want something to pop off. Oh my God, if these cameras zoom in on that food one more time, they are taking the plates away and they're zooming on the plates. We get it. They are at a restaurant. This looks nice. If I'm at the shore, I might go to it. Can we please stop focusing on the food? So fortunately, the husband saw where this was going and they heard and got the check. And yeah, they diffused this conversation and they're leaving the restaurant. As they do another zoom in on the label of the restaurant. It's called La Medina, 110 Union Avenue. Jesus. So as they're leaving the restaurant, they go to their respective houses. We see that Joe Gorga and Melissa, they get into it over something real petty. Like, Joe doesn't like the fact that his wife didn't escort him to the car. Like, she just walked out ahead of him, got into the car. He's like, "Oh, you're not waiting for me?" And he has a little tantrum. I really think he needs to cool off on the steroids. I think that's the main issue with him. Like, he's getting roid rage. Is he drunk? Like, where does this come from? Oh, so they're really having a fight right now in front of the two couples. Everything is very awkward. Joe wants to be the star of this right now. I think he is jealous of his wife right now. This is his wife's show. Like, he's a supporting character on her show. Like, Joe wants a lot of attention. Oh, so now we're going to finally talk about how chauvinistic her husband is. I hope so, because it needs to be addressed. She says that when she met him at 24, that, you know, she was the woman, she stayed, you know, in that place that he wants her to. And now that it seems like she's more independent than she was and has more like a power dynamic in a relationship, that makes him insecure. And when you have a short man like Joe, who's on steroids clearly, and he feels insecure, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. So now Joe is venting to the men, and Melissa is venting to Jackie and Marge. So yeah, so now they're both in the bedroom together, and they're still kind of arguing. He's saying that she changed, and she's like, "Yeah, I did change, and it's for the better." So Joe tries to dead the conversation, but Melissa's like, "This isn't over yet." So yeah, this argument's put on the back burner, because tomorrow is his dad's memorial party. So it's the next morning, everyone's downstairs. Yeah, we go from both houses. Ain't shit going on at Dolores's, so now we're at Melissa's, and Joe Gorga apologizes to her in front of everybody. And then the rest of them kind of just leave the kitchen so they can just talk one-on-one. So it looks like they just call a truce. You know, they don't want to get into it now. They're basically putting a Band-Aid on the wound right now for this situation. Oh, Teresa is so dumb. She really is. I put on lemons. Like, maybe someone want to suck my lemons. And this is the star of this franchise. So now it seems that Teresa and her crew on the boat, Melissa and her crew is on the boat. They're all going to meet up with each other. On Joe's boat, it looks like him and Melissa are in a good place right now. And then he announces to everyone that they just had sex in the bathroom. Because that's what insecure men like him do. Make sure that people see, you know, I wear the big pants, I still wear the pants. So now they're all at lunch together. Yeah, I can't believe Teresa and Jackie are at the same table. They're all laughing with each other like they weren't at each other's throats. Or Teresa didn't call her a "see you next Tuesday" at least 15 times. But hey, they're getting along, it's great. So they're all talking, and Melissa tells Teresa, "Yeah, I had a little fight with him the other night." And she was like, "Why?" "Well, he says I don't give him enough attention." Teresa's like, well, just give him some attention then. Problem solved, ladies and gentlemen. Problem solved. But Teresa, in her confessional, she says she's okay with submissiveness. And she wants a guy just to love her. And Melissa should be lucky that her brother is showering her with love and affection and patriarchy. Joe gets up from the table, and then Melissa notices that his phone rings like maybe 3-4 times. And then she just answers it, and then they hang up. And what the caller ID says of the person that's calling is Realtor Giselle. I smell a plot line. Are they trying to give us a fake plot line? Like, they're trying to think that Joe's actually going to be cheating on Melissa? Really? Y'all think they would do this? I hope not. Now, is this editing as well? Because his phone keeps ringing. Oh, and he has to get up to answer the phone. Okay, wow. Yeah, they're leading us on. I don't think this is like a mistress situation. So apparently the whole table just knows they had a blow up last night, and everyone is talking about it. And while this is happening, Joe's phone keeps going off, and then the camera pans off to Frank texting, and then it looks like Frank is the one who's texting Joe right now. Now, I'm on commercial break right now, but I'm going to call it here and say that they're pulling a prank on Melissa. This has to be. And I called it. It just got back from commercial break, and it's clear that they're pulling a prank on Melissa. I knew it. You can see it a mile away. The whole time, it was Frank calling Joe. Oh, God, they're so predictable. They waste a whole 10 minutes on this shit. So Joe just said, based from this situation, from this prank, that yeah, she still got the fire for me. It's very fascinating. They have to feign cheating in order to find out the affection they have towards each other. Okay, so it's later in the evening and they're having the all-white memorial party for Teresa and Joe's dad. They're having it at Melissa's. This is a beautiful event, I gotta say. And they just showed like a picture of Teresa's dad in his 20s. He looks exactly like Joe Borga. It is crazy. This party, however, I don't think it's COVID compliant. I really don't, but it's a beautiful ceremony. I really don't think any drama's gonna pop off at this event, but yeah, I'll review the rest of it. It's 5 more minutes left. So later in the evening, everyone gathers around and Gia, Teresa's daughter, has like a special poem to say. And it's beautiful. The producers are showing old clips of young Gia with her grandfather. Gia reading this poem, it kind of reminds me of this meme going around of young Gia, like in old Housewives, when she was like, waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this scene kind of just reminded me of that. Beautiful scene though. Nice. So yeah, this episode ends, with the party being a success. No drama, no fights. Oh well. This particular episode, it was okay. It was a meh for me. They were going really good, but now this seemed like a little filler episode. And next week, I'm hoping for something more livelier. Anywho, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And this weekend, I will be doing a combos and concoctions video, and it will be live. So yeah, catch that on Saturday. I will see y'all soon. Bye.